what's going on, y'all? Today I'm gonna be giving y'all my review of Totenreich, what I liked and what I didn't like. And so far, I think this might be my favorite modern zombies map. And I don't even think it's close. I think I like this map a lot more than Ashes and any map that was put on BO6 or Cold War. And really, I don't really have many complaints with this map, if I'm going to be completely honest. And really, my only complaints with this map are things that I wish were just kind of added. But yeah, let's go ahead and talk about the things that I liked a lot with this map. First thing, the environment of this map. The vibe in the environment is just absolutely gorgeous. It's got that zombies feel. It's got the vibes. It reminds me a lot of like BO1 and BO3 combined. It has a lot of that OG feel to it, which I think we were missing a lot in some of the modern maps, and it does a really good job with this map. It gives, if I had to compare the map to other maps, I would say like kind of like Call of the Dead and Origins combined, but in a good way. Like this does more of a better job of Origins 2.0 than whatever the Tomb tried to do, and I think it does a really good job. It has the vibes of it. It just looks really great. Just everything about this map feels good. The layout is great. The soundtrack is amazing. I mean, the round music and like it's amazing. Even like the boss fight music is really good. And so far, everything in terms of vibes and like atmosphere, I think it does a really good job. And honestly, it's probably one of my favorites in this game. Now, the next thing I really want to talk about is the Wonder Weapon. Now, the Wonder Weapon is really fun to use, but it does kind of die down past like round 40. It is pretty weak past round 40, which is kind of disappointing. And I feel like I kind of saw this coming, because usually when they do like melee weapons, they're a little weak. And I'm glad this is a melee weapon, so you can just straight up have 4 weapons, especially with like mule kick and all that. So that's a lot of fun. You got a lot of variety. And the quest to get this Wonder Weapon is probably one of the best Wonder Weapon quests we have ever gotten. Definitely within modern zombies. I'm trying to think of a quest that's better than this Wonder Weapon. Maybe like the stabs and the bows. But this is definitely like one of the best quests for Wonder Weapon in modern zombies, without a doubt. It is a ton of fun to do. You have like this parkour sequence, then you have like a little puzzle with like the constellations, which that whole room is really cool with like the music playing. It's really cool. The whole quest for this is honestly one of the best and one of my favorites of all time. But yeah, in terms of like the Wonder Weapon, it's alright. It's fun to use, don't get me wrong, it's satisfying to use, but once you get past round 40, it is pretty weak in my opinion. Now, the next thing I really want to talk about that I enjoyed was the MP40. Now, this thing is really, really good. I mean, it lived up to the hype. It's very satisfying to use, and I don't know if this is on any other maps, but I really hope it's exclusive to Totenreich, because I feel like zombie maps kind of miss that, where weapons felt exclusive, like in Origins with the MP40. So I hope we see more of that. I hope we only see this in Totenreich. So if you want to go use the MP40, you got to play this map, which I feel like it just adds more character to the map, which the MP40, it's really, really good. It's satisfying to use. It's fun to use. My only problem with it is that I do think there's not a lot of ammo with it. I think it definitely needs more ammo. I did find myself buying a lot of ammo a lot of the time. So yeah, I definitely think it needs just a tiny buff in the ammo area. It just needs more ammo, and I think it'll be really good. I mean, it's already really good, but I just think it just definitely needs more ammo, because I did find myself losing a lot of ammo a lot of the time. Now, the next thing I want to talk about that I liked were the map exclusive score streaks. They finally added map exclusive score streaks. Can you believe it? I can't, because this is something that I've been wanting for the longest time. And they didn't just add one map exclusive score streak. They added 2. We had the drop pod thing, which is kind of alright. It's nothing too crazy. And then we have like the mortar strike from the Origins robot, which is really cool. And, the way to earn them is just, going through the Easter egg, which is pretty nice. And I haven't really used a ton of it, so I don't know how insane or broken it is, but So far, I like the little drop pod. It's pretty cool. It's very satisfying when it drops down, it just looks really cool. But yeah, so far, map exclusive score streaks. I hope we see more of it. Please, 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 as more character, which this map just has a lot of. That's one thing I think Modern Zombies was missing a lot, was just character. And this map does a really good job of adding character with like the Wonder Weapon, the map exclusive score streaks, the MP40. It does a really good job with that. So yeah, so far it's been a ton of fun to use all the new things within the map. Now the next thing I really want to talk about is this map's Easter egg. This map's Easter egg is actually really good. I think it's the best one on BO7 for sure. Some of the steps I am kind of tired of doing, like the RCXD step. I feel like we see this too much in Modern Zombies. I don't know why they do it so much. I hate the RCXD steps. It's just I'm always so bad at controlling them. Like I was struggling for some reason. Like I'm just ass with the RCXD. So I am kind of tired of the RCXD steps. That's like my only complaint so far with the Easter egg. Other than that, the Easter egg isn't like anything too difficult. There honestly really wasn't a step that was like hard at all, honestly. The only step that will be kind of hard is like the boss fight, which I'm totally fine with. Which, by the way, this boss fight is probably one of my favorite boss fights. I absolutely love this boss fight. I know some people are kind of disappointed that like, oh, we didn't get to control the Origins robot. I understand that, but I do think, controlling the Origins robot would have been cool. Don't get me wrong. But you do see the Origins robot, like, fight the ice giant. And, he even, like, kind of helps you in a way. And he'll, like, drop, like, supplies for you, which is really cool. Kind of reminds me of, like, the Richtofen part with the Z-Rex boss fight. It's kind of acts in the same way. But when it comes to the mechanics for this boss, I think it's one of the best in Modern Zombies, in my opinion. You have to, like, actually use your brain for this fight, where you have to, like, actually dodge his attacks. The best way I can kind of, like, describe the damage phase for this boss, it's kind of similar to, like, the Witness from Destiny 2. If anyone that's done that, you'll probably know what I'm talking about, because you have to, like, dodge his, like, attacks with, like, his patterns, and it just, I don't know, it gave me vibes of that boss fight. And I honestly love that. It is something that I kind of wanted for a Zombies boss fight, where you kind of have like a damage phase and you have to like dodge attacks as you're, doing the fight. And you don't have to worry about zombies, which is amazing. I love this boss fight. It's a ton of fun to do. It's not like insanely difficult, but I could definitely see some people like struggling on it. Especially maybe in like something like in curse mode. I could definitely see people having a hard time with that. But it's not, in super easy where it's like a pushover boss fight, It has a good middle ground, and I enjoyed it a lot. I had a good time doing it. And when it comes to like, the cutscenes and the story, I don't really know too much, but it has gotten a little interesting with, like the origins of the Dark Ether and like what its purpose is. I'm glad we're finally, getting some answers to that. It only took us 3 games to get it, but there's some leadway going into like the next map. My only problem is that I feel like it's still doing that same trend where you've finished the boss fight and it's like, all right, we're going to this next map, and you go to the next map and it's like, all right, we finished the boss, all right, where are we going to next? And we go to the next map. I feel like I'm kind of just tired of seeing that, where it's like, oh, the only thing we get from these cutscenes is a teaser of the next map, which I understand. I'm glad we're getting like, little teases of the next map. But I just wish there was like still some more character to the story, if that makes sense. But speaking of the story, one thing that I did find really interesting was the Richtofen side Easter egg. I don't want to say anything about it, honestly, because I do think if you haven't seen anything about the side Easter egg, just look up a guide on how to do it and then experience it. It's really, really cool. I think it's one of the coolest side Easter eggs in all of Modern Zombies, without a doubt. Definitely go try it out for anyone that hasn't done it. It's really cool. So yeah, go do that. Side Easter eggs, I haven't really done much other than that Richtofen one. But so far, Easter egg has been great. The Wonder Weapon has been great. MP40 is great. Bosses aren't too annoying. I do like the little special round where like everything freezes. That I did like. And so far, in terms of like my complaints with this map, there aren't really too many. My only complaints are I wish the ice giant had more of an impact to the map, kind of like in Origins where the giant robot like walks around the map. I kind of wish we saw that with the ice giant, because really you only see him during the boss fight and then like one step of the Easter egg and at the beginning of the map where he just like steps over and just walks away. I kind of wish he had more of an impact when you're actually playing, you know. That I kind of wish was added and I think was missing within this map. But yeah, other than that, that is literally like my only complaints. Other than I'm not really sure how replayable this map is. So far, for a first time experience, this map is really good. When it comes to like high round and replayability, I'm not too sure. We'll have to see and wait, you know, like 2 weeks from now to see how this map turns out. But right now, off my first experience and my first playthrough and my first time doing the Easter egg, this is definitely one of my favorite Martin Zombie maps, without a doubt. I think it clears Ashes, I think it clears Terminus, I think it clears Citadel, Shattered. Any Modern Zombie map you name, I think I enjoy this map more. And honestly, if I had to give this map a rating out of 10, I think I would probably give it like an 8 out of 10, 8.5 out of 10 right now. So far, I think we need to see more maps like this where they add innovative stuff like the MP40, the map exclusive score streaks, and we need more of it. And, you know, the whole atmosphere and vibe is just S tier in my opinion. I love it. So yeah, that's my thoughts on this map. Tell me how y'all are feeling with this map. Drop it down in the comments. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one.